Hey guys, Dan the RBRT Guy back with you again this week. Hey, thanks for stopping back with me again. So if you have followed my channel for a little while, there was a video that I did and it had this scooter in it and it was called Extremely Rusty Rounded Hex. And I considered it a huge win because if you have a look at this screw, there is no hex shape left to this whatsoever. It's completely rounded out and rusted and what I would call compromised because there's just no shape left to it. And I considered it a huge win because RBRT Hex was able to bite down and get that out of there. Now, when it came out of the scooter in the last video, there was a lot of crust and crud in the threads, and it gave me a little bit of a struggle. But what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to try to set myself up for a little bit of failure, have a little fun, see just how far we can go with this. So I'm going to put this screw back into the scooter, right? And then I'm going to take one of my socket extractors and bang it around to the outside and really tighten this thing down. I mean, torque it down real good. And we're going to see just how well these RBRT hexes work. What do you think? Let's have a little bit of fun. So take that on there and we're going to pound it on there. That bit pretty good. Think we can get some. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so one of the problems that I've run into here is that as I tapped on my socket extractor, this bolt goes into a recessed hole. So as I start to tighten it down, it catches against the flange and pushes my socket extractor off. So I was able to tighten it down, but I'm not able to tighten it down as much as I'd like. So I think what I'll do from this point is I'll go ahead and get my RBRT Hex and place it in there. And as you know, these RBRT hexes work just like any other hex. You can use it in the tightening position and the reverse position, just like any other hex. I'll go ahead and give it a little tap and tap it down in the bottom of the fastener. Let's see if I can tighten it down a little further with this. Let's see how far we can go. Oh yeah. It bit really well. Now that's about as tight as I could get a regular good hex bolt, to be quite honest with you. And if you have a look at it, it kind of wedged itself cockeyed as I was tightening it down. Because remember guys, there's no hex shape left to this bolt whatsoever. So what I'm going to do now is I've wedged it in there pretty good. We're getting to the failure point at this point. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a little bit of a tap to try to straighten the hex of it out a little bit. There we go. Now let's go back the other way and see if we can get it out of there. And I'm going to be a little bit gentle because I'll tell you what, it's bit, but it's tight now. Okay, it's starting to slip. Hold on, let me see if I can reposition it and get it. It kind of straightened itself out a little bit. I don't know if it's going to come out. If I can't get it out this way, maybe I'll try an RBRT broken bolt extractor with foreign object removal to get it out. I'll drill into the middle of it. That might be something we can do. This thing ain't going to beat me. Come on. It's bit. Oh, look at that. I can't believe it. It got it out of there. It was tight. You know, it's all about options. If I would have lost that battle, I would have gone over to the FOR extractor, drilled down into the center of that post, and tapped that in there. You know, RBRT, the way we design this whole thing, it's a family, it's a system. If the hex doesn't do the trick, go for the FOR extractor. If that FOR extractor, if there's not enough meat, maybe the socket extractor and bang it on the outside of the cap screw. Or, you know, it's all about options. But I can tell you right now that I got that out of there. And that's just impressive. I mean, I tightened it down. You could see the torque. And let me wiggle it off of there. And if you have a nice tight look at that, you can see the different teeth marks where I took it out, had to reposition it, tighten, tapped it back in there, and it bit again. Look, guys, RBRT, the hex, the Torx, the triple square, the bit sockets, they do kind of three things, three functions, that are above and beyond what a conventional will do. It'll work on a normal bolt, no problem. Take it out, put it in. You won't notice the difference. It will prevent you from damaging anything to begin with. That's another neat little part of the design, is that when you come across, you put it in there, where a conventional one may have stripped, RBRT won't strip it. RBRT will engage that fastener, and it will prevent you from stripping it. So you won't get into a problem in the first place. And then, of course, the last part of the design is if you come across one that's already been damaged or is just destroyed like this, that same tool that you use on a good one will take this out. Really, truly ask yourself, why would you buy a conventional hex, Torx, or triple square when you can buy the RBRT and have all your bases covered and know that you can use it everyday situations, it'll prevent you from stripping them, and then you come across something that looks like this, and it's your best fighting chance of getting it out, why would you buy anything else? It's been my mission to put this out here in the world and to show you guys this stuff truly is a game-changing, next-level new technology just set for greatness. So do me a favor. This was pretty cool. We're going to start doing some fun stuff. We're going to start doing some obscure things. So please, smash that bell, get the notifications, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, give this video a like because that was kind of fun, and make sure you get the next video that comes, because going forward I'm going to start taking apart stuff and setting things up to fail, and really let's push the limits and see just how good this stuff works. What do you say? I'm Dan, the RBRT guy. Thanks very much. We'll see you next time.